level, tactical level, and managerial level. So we will proceed with the information system development life cycle, which is this one will guide you how to develop the system ataupun basically this is a backbone for your assignment, group assignment lah, because you need to have a complete life cycle to develop. Macam kalau kita lah dekat construction, we got rebar stage kan, ada 5, ada 7. So start from the feasibility study, design stage, lepas tu tender stage, construction stage, until the handover and maintenance. So it's similar with the technology ataupun system software development. You need to have life cycle so that all your system will keep improving dan bergunalah kepada person that will use the user that will use the system. Okay, the system development life cycle, or also known as SLDC, if I'm not mistaken, is a conceptual model in a project management in the software development that describe the stages that involve in information system development, from initial feasibility, which is you do the feasibility study until the maintenance of the system. Usually in this system development life cycle ada 2 part. Kalau macam kita ada pre and post contract. Kalau dalam sistem ni dia ada technical and not technical system, non-technical system. And in most cases, a system, kita tahu kalau dalam teknologi kita ada software dan hardware. Kalau dalam komputer kita, hardware kita adalah RAM, motherboard, hard drive, that's fall under keyboard, mouse is fall under the hardware. Software is system that running into the computer, macam kita pakai Microsoft Office, Webex system, lepas tu Windows, that is the software. Okay. General principle for system development. This is a basic ataupun requirement yang perlu ada untuk membangunkan sesebuah sistem. First, the user should be involved, because without the user, you do not know what is the user needs, ataupun kita kena tahu keperluan pengguna itu sendiri. And after that, you must incorporate together with the problem solving approach. All the system must have mesti memudahkan user untuk membuat keputusan. Lepas tu, all the phases and activities should be determined at the early stage before you design the system, and appropriate standard for consistent development and documentation should be specified. Contohnya, you pakai, let's say lah, because I develop my own game for the safety system. You pernah dengar kan high rate? So currently I still developing the game for the high rate training. So at the beginning, I'm using apa nama game platform tu, saya tak ingat dah. Game engine lah, saya tak ingat nama dia sebab dia dekat PC, susah sikit nak ingat benda lah tu. So saya guna game engine tu, but somehow during the last year we try to got into a competition, and the other expert, Dr. Prof. Shariza Suna, he suggests me to convert my game to VR punya approach, which is that nanti you akan try guna Oculus tu, which is you kena pakai Google duduk main virtually pakai dia punya hands tu kan. So there are some amendment that I need to do at the foundation of the game. So if I set up my game environment at the early stage is VR, so it it do not have any problem sebab VR can be converted into 2D view and 3D view. So currently mitigation process still ongoing. So that's why if you want to develop your system, let's say sekarang ni you decide to use the Excel. So suddenly you come across with a new platform that which more easier, friendlier, but you want to use that too, you need to start from the scratch again. So that's why you must have a thorough study which standard ataupun which platform that you need to use for the whole life cycle of system. Lepas tu system should be designed for growth and change. So make sure your system is not rigid, which is it can be expanded if there is need to add more function to the system. We can change it without any major changes lah. Like me, for the game, I need to do the totally change because the platform is not VR friendly. So this is general principle for system development. So in stage of the life cycle, similar with the construction industry, we start with the feasibility study, system investigation, system analysis, system design, implementation and review and maintenance. Okay, for the feasibility study, this one yang kalau ikut dalam you punya assignment, you need to carry out with you need to come up with the problem that you need to create based on your observation during LI or your understanding on some issue yang mana bila you buat kerja-kerja QS is sangat susah untuk buat sebab they have a lot of steps to follow. So this is fall under feasibility study. Sebab apa kita buat? Satu, kita nak make sure that we need to have resources and also modal capital ataupun financial ability untuk start invest into a new system. A feasibility report is represented in the personnel who will make a decision. Usually, bila you nak come up with a system, you need to present to the company owner ataupun orang yang jaga budget for the organisation, and from the feasibility result, sama ada nak keep the current system ataupun nak recommend alternative system is become optional based on the person that will make decision. So biasanya kalau kita buat dulu, kalau in construction industry, feasibility study ni you nak tengok kawasan tu akan projek yang nak dibuat dekat kawasan tu akan mendatangkan return or investment tak. Similar with the system development, you need to make sure that your system will be able to solve the issue and also will give some benefit ataupun give a benefit return of investment jugalah for your company. So if they invest in this system development, then the organisation punya kerja akan jadi lebih efficient and it will generate more revenue to the company. Then that's why the feasibility study conducted. After that, the second stage is this system investigation. Lepas dia dah buat feasibility study, then we get the go ahead ataupun so we go with the project, you must to understand the characteristic of the system or current system. Apa masalah yang menyebabkan sistem sekarang ni tidak efisien untuk cater the workload in the organization. So first of all, you must know what type of data, how many volume that you need to cover, and problem areas of the system yang lack, yang you need to fulfill with your new system. Okay, as I mentioned earlier during the assignment briefing, a flowchart must be used to represent the present system design. You need to use a flowchart to explain a current system, dia punya step daripada start until submission ataupun end. You must list out the step that will involve during the process. So contohlah you nak cari information apa, you nak masuk you nak masuk tender and you need to tak boleh QS mana masuk tender, you need to prepare preliminary estimate. So you need to have some cost information, either you got from supplier ataupun any cost data. You need to first kumpul, lepas tu breakdown, masukkan. So all each step from the data collection ataupun cost collection, lepas tu break it down, lepas tu you buat kajian cost kan, cost estimate, lepas tu baru you masukkan every element berapa harga dia per meter square or per numbers, biasanya per meter square lah sebab cost preliminary cost estimate biasanya in meter square ataupun GFA kan. So daripada step tu, kalau you pakai current system, which is kalau you ada one set of large database on cost, you just key in information like concrete grade 30, dia akan terus keluar harga per meter square berapa. You just key in the area, then terus generate the cost. Itu adalah improvement of the system. Maksudnya the step daripada collect data, lepas tu you break down, cari berapa berapa cost per meter square apa semua tu, you dah kurangkan, masukkan dalam behind the system, and bila buat preliminary estimate just key in the luas GFA tu saja, dah terus keluar dengan terus keluar cost, preliminary cost, and you tekan butang submit, dia terus keluar, dia terus print bukanlah sijil, dia macam borang preliminary estimate tu, and you can just sign estimate tu sebab basically you yang buat the report. Okay, then you submit to the client the report tu lah, yang 2-3 page tu. So that's how you need to think macam mana you nak buat sistem you nanti. So if your step is too complicated, then avoid lah untuk ambil case ataupun issues yang sangat complicated, which is yang you cannot convert into the automation. So saya suggest make sure you avoid that problem lah. Make sure you can make problem you macam ni and solution you lagi memudahkan kerja, bukan lagi memeningkan ataupun menambahkan step kepada existing system. Okay, so at this stage, data kena determine the associate data with the system and identify the sources and the destination of the data. Biasanya yang macam ni, sama yang macam saya explain tadi, you kena tahu data apa yang nak dipakai dari sistem tu, dan dekat mana nak cari Lepas tu bila data tu dah masuk, dekat mana data tu akan dikeluarkan. So you kena nampak macam kita bekerja dengan komputer, and you as a designer for the system, you kena tengok dia punya view from the inside of computer. Jangan nampak macam okay, tekan ni keluar, tapi at data yang you nak pakai dekat belakang tu, yang kena calculate tu, you kena take consideration juga sama ada you boleh dapat atau tak dalam membangunkan sistem tersebut. So this is the example for existing system, ataupun macam mana you nak faham data jenis apa yang you perlu. You need to study the current system. So yang ni contohnya untuk piling work. So identify the physical property of the soil. So from the soil investigation report, bila you dapat report tu and you identify jenis tanah tu, then lepas tu you identify the depth and type of pile yang nak dipakai, identify the method, lepas tu study and analyze all the data, determine method to be used and determine machinery to be used. This is how, last kali bila you end tu, you know what type of pile that will be used in this project, and what type of machine that will be sama ada sewa ataupun beli untuk menjalankan kerja-kerja piling tersebut. So ni saya rasa ni existing system dia. This one is existing system. So bila dah ada data ni, you need to come up with the system investigation. System investigation ni tadi you just know what type of data yang perlu ada atau perlu you cater dalam sistem, dan sekarang ni you can determine sistem yang macam mana yang boleh digunakan untuk memudahkan ataupun data tu boleh masuk dan boleh diproses dan generate proper outcome. So technique to determine include sama ada existing report on the system. You interview orang yang guna sistem tersebut. Lepas tu you either can use the questionnaire, observant present method of work. Biasanya kita ada untuk sistem tu dia akan ada method of work, macam mana nak buat ataupun nak guna that system. So you can study all of that. Tapi untuk assignment ni, because I know kita tak ada existing system yang you want to revive ataupun you nak improve. Kalau ada yang you dah ada sistem dekat company yang you LI dulu, then you want to improve that system, okay, you may proceed with that, but you may skip this part, which is examine existing document, teknik-teknik ni, sebab saya rasa you tak ada record kan, so you just skip this part lah. But you must know that this step must be carried out. Lepas tu you kena analyse lah daripada all the existing document, apa-apa semua tu, interview ataupun semua, you must analyse untuk tengok apa yang user perlu, apa yang department perlukan, file apa yang digunakan dalam sistem tersebut. So all the information tu biasanya bila kita extract daripada existing document ataupun existing report on the system, kita boleh tengok. So yang ni pun sama, system analysis tu sama, sama je sambungan daripada tadi. Daripada existing system tu, you kena come up with a detailed description of the system. Lepas tu you kena tanya client what kind of system that you want to have, ataupun macam mana dia nak yang friendly user ke, dia nak yang ada client yang suka complicated one, ada client yang dia cakap saya nak interface yang paling senang, you just masuk, tekan, cetak, itu saja. So it's depend on your point of view. Lepas tu kalau at this time client agree, dengan current description of the system, and you can start to propose a new system to the client. So untuk propose a new system to the client, you need to design. So at this stage, the design stage develop mid, kan daripada tadi you already have the idea ataupun dah ada laporan mengenai apa yang klien nak. So at this stage you need to consider what type of hardware that you want to use and software alternative, ataupun you want to develop by yourself the software. So it's depend on you as a designer. So the design should contain the hardware, software, file and database specification, program specification and procedure. Hardware, if you want to use computer, you mention lah you punya hardware of the system adalah computer, ataupun you guna mobile apps, so your hardware will become phone lah, mobile. Software tu apa software yang you akan guna dalam membangunkan as a foundation ataupun as a basis for the system. Lepas tu file and database tu information yang macam mana you letak. Program specification ni biasanya apa yang diperlukan requirement untuk running the program. Lepas tu procedure dia sama ada you have a spec for the new system ataupun just log in, then you can use easily lah, which is you come up with the user friendly software. Okay, technical design and system requirement, yang ni pernah tengok kan, kalau kita masuk any system ataupun any software, you must have the file and database structure. So sistem tu untuk apa? So contoh kalau sistem tu untuk costing atau generate cost, you must have the database of the cost structure dia. Lepas tu report layout and content, you must design the layout of the report tu. So contoh kalau let's say your punya generate report, maksudnya dah key in information, last kali bila tekan submit, the report will be automatically appear. Then you need to design your report layout. Lepas tu screen design ni dia punya features ataupun kedudukan button ataupun interface untuk sistem tersebut, you kena di layout properly lah. Contoh, where is the login button, lepas tu key in, put the information here. So all the information must be, the interface must be in place. Lepas tu specification of device untuk guna. Contoh kalau you guna mobile apps, nak kena pakai Android. So you need to spell out the requirement to run the system. Lepas tu you need to plans how the system is to be tested. So every development must test the product before we carry out ataupun we implement in the organisation. So untuk implementation stage, lepas kita buat testing, biasanya testing ni kita buat sedikit je, 2-3 orang try pakai, okay, then boleh run, tak ada masalah, no bugs, no hiccups. So the system will be implemented. Okay, so untuk implementation stage ni, dia punya strategi first untuk replace the existing system by newly constructed system. Maksudnya existing system tu kita nak replace dengan sistem baru yang you design, develop. Lepas tu preparation should be begin before a new system is actually installed and the old application converted over the new. Developer, which is in this case is you, should prepare user to be realistic about what to expect when the new system coming. Lepas tu, usually if we have new software, we anticipate a training ataupun pilot study before the implementation. So for the implementation, ada 4 jenis strategi. First one is total conversion at the fixed date, direct cut over, kita panggil. Second, parallel operation with a gradual transition, single cut over. Third, phases implementation of separate module, phase cut over. And last but not least is pilot implementation, pilot system operation, which is similar with the pilot study. Okay, go to the first strategy, total conversion at the fixed date, direct cut over. Okay, direct cut over ni, the scenario is clear cut. You stop the old system and start a new system without any trial date. So contohnya, saya tak pernah mengalami pengalaman ini, tetapi based on Prof Karen punya experience, at the one time UTM ada new system yang mana unit kewangan bendahari lah, dia come up with a new system yang mana lecturer boleh check all the gaji wages dalam satu sistem. So at that time dia just bagi notification, okay, sistem lama akan tutup. Contohnya ni kan, saya pun tak pernah come across sebab bila saya masuk tu the system already intact lah. So all system ni dia bagi notification, dia cakap dalam email, cakap lagi 2 minggu akan ada new system, which is dia akan stop abruptly the old system. So okay lah, tak apa. Lepas tu bila masuk new system, we just lecturer just need to key in their nombor pekerja. So Dr. Karen, that time Dr. Karen key in her nombor pekerja and keluarlah detail gaji berapa, apa semua. Lepas tu Dr. Karen just nak try and error, dia just key in one of the senior lecturer yang sini lah, kalau kena Dr. Maizun dia punya nombor pekerja and unfortunately memang keluar, which is something yang breach of the system lah, sebab sistem tu, maksudnya sistem itu tak selamat lagi untuk digunakan sebab it's or anyone who have others nombor pekerja can access their information on the kewangan. So Dr. Carol report to the bendahari and unit IT, if I'm not mistaken, then they stop the system and apply the old system back. Lepas tu barulah from at that time, at this that case become cakap penanda aras kepada any system developed in UTM, they must do the test first before implemented. So memang ada keburukan lah, old system dengan new system ni, dia macam mengejut. So all the user tak familiar lagi dengan new system. So advantage dan dia punya kelebihan adalah if well planned, kalau sistem tu memang tak ada masalah, memang dia dah test banyak kali, there is no hiccup, all in place, so orang lain tak boleh, safety pun, feature pun intact. So it will become the most effective and less stressful alternative sebab we just need to handle one system at one time. Tapi kalau the system is not ready, dia punya high risk is because tak ada protection jika sistem tu failure. Macam macam yang case apa ni, Bendahari tu, then nasib baik old system is not bukanlah dibuang lagi, macam disimpan. So they implement back the old system until the new system fix. If not well planned, chaos might start. Yelah, siapa tak macam mana tak chaos kan, sebab orang lain boleh access our information. Lepas tu very difficult to revert to the old system sebab cost is also high. Mungkin dalam UTM, mungkin the cost and the risk is not besar lah, because we in one organisation. Mungkin yang ada apa ni, curiosity tu tak ramai macam Dr. Kira. Macam kalau dapat sistem apa-apa, saya memang godek dulu sampai saya faham, ataupun saya akan cari kat mana yang akan ada hiccup, sebab I want to see the safety feature in every software. So kalau dapat yang macam tu memang chaos lah, sebab kita orang yang akan jumpa dulu apa yang missing ataupun apa yang kurang daripada sistem tersebut. So I hope you guys also have a same mindset with our, because safety in IT costly. If other people get our information, so they can do anything in the internet punya area. So I hope you can protect your personal data. Sekarang kalau perasan, Facebook can access yang ni out of contact lah. Facebook can access your punya activity during the apa orang panggil, off mode punya session. So maksudnya walaupun you tak aktif Facebook, tapi you keluar masuk bank, you buat payment, you guna boost, you guna apa lagi, e-wallet. Kalau you pakai tu during the off mode session, Facebook can capture. So you need to off the function in the Facebook, so Facebook cannot capture the information from your financial part ataupun any part lah. You punya personal part, in case you web browsing games ataupun apa semua. Sebab kenapa Facebook ataupun any software ada that function, because they want to know your behaviour. So dia tahu apa yang you buat bila you online, they want to get. So bila dia tahu you punya behaviour during the online searching ataupun buat you duduk je online tu kan, so they can suggest video ataupun iklan ataupun barang-barang apa yang dia nak iklankan dekat you. So I hope you can off the function. So hopefully your data breach is not, walaupun memang kita dah bagi concern kepada Facebook untuk get our data lah. Sebab bila you baca balik kontrak tu, you tick okay tu kan. So basically Facebook already have the information, tapi dia tak jual kepada siapa-siapa je. Siapa-siapa, they just want to know your behaviour. Tapi yang current latest function tu saya pun baru come across. So turn off that function. Okay, second stage. Melalut dah telefon. Okay, second stage is parallel operation with a gradual transition, single cut over. So this implementation is to avoid the risk of direct cut over. Kalau tadi kan direct cut over ni costly, and if you stop abruptly, kalau fail, level of fail tu tinggi lah. Level of fail. The risiko of fail tu akan jadi teruk. So both old and new system operated simultaneously for a period of time. So maksudnya kalau single cut over ni, contoh kan boleh cuba sekejap Sekejap. Ni. Okey, contoh sepatutnya masa untuk implementation untuk new system ada lagi 6 bulan. So the first 3 months, the organization must concurrently run the old system and new system untuk make sure yang user yang akan pakai new system get familiarized with the interface of the function ataupun any improvement of old system tu, dia dah familiar. So bila old system stop after 6 months, so new system will run smoothly. So this is called as a single cut over. So advantage dia, data file are up to date sebab kita switch to the new system that can be made at any time. Problem with new system can be dealt without disruption to normal operation. Sebab kita dah bagi masa untuk familiar, so there is no disruption to a normal operation. Okay, disadvantage dia, application of effect. Maksudnya user must use two system concurrently. Cost pun akan bukanlah meningkat. Maksudnya cost pun akan double sedikit because the organization must run two system at the same time. Lepas tu kita kena ada training session because during the first 3 months, kita kena, the organization must train the user ataupun workers to use the new system sebab kita nak make sure yang within the 3 months all the staff can use a new system. Then this will add stress and add complexity to the staff. Sebab ada setengah people ni, user ni, dia dah terlalu terlalu senang ataupun selesa dengan old system. Bila kita nak apply new system, resistance tu sangat kuat. So it's pernah terjadi juga dekat ITM sebab dulu kita tak ada e-learning. So when lecturer need to upload ataupun dah start kena pakai e-learning, some of them we call senior lecturer lah, dia memang takkan buat. So all the nota tu dia akan bagi dekat seorang class rep, you print, you dapat hard copy saja. Sebab they do not have the capability ataupun the ability to learn new system ataupun nak belajar sistem ni tak semua orang boleh. So it will take time and masa tu Dr. Khairul adalah IT manager. So untuk menaikkan percentage of use penggunaan e-learning, last sekali Dr. Khairul kena tolong, kena bantu senior-senior ni untuk update all the notes and information in the e-learning. So that's the single cut over. The third part is phase implementation of separate module, phase cut over. Yang ni dia jalankan secara berperingkat. So contohnya, old system sampai sini kita buang dia punya, kita pecahkan kepada 3 modul. So modul pertama, modul introduction ni, kita concurrently kan sama, bergerak secara sama. Bila dua-dua dah okey, maksudnya daripada all system ni user dah boleh pergi guna introduction module dekat new system, then we go to the other half, part 2. Bila part 2 ni dah user pun dah okey, dah boleh get an idea dan dah boleh guna sistem tersebut, barulah mereka the organisation start new system dan stop old system. So ini dipecahkan kepada 2 modul. Lepas tu every phase akan ada modul yang berbeza. So maksudnya dalam satu new system dengan old system, dia gunakan modul macam old system modul kewangan, new system modul kewangan. Lepas tu yang ni modul pengurusan, modul pengurusan. So bila dah dua-dua dah yang old punya kita dah boleh improve kepada new punya, then baru kita start total new system. Okay. Yang ni sama dengan previous one, the old and new system operates concurrently. Lepas tu old system will be complete replacement atau remove by new when the phase at the end of the phase 2 kita boleh cut over the old one. The new system phase is over a period of time. Lepas tu change over will carry out at the basis of functional area ataupun physical location. Implementation separate module that will eventually make up the integrated system. So yang ni macam saya cakap tadi, first pergi dekat financial, lepas tu atau pergi dekat, lepas tu bila dah okay yang tu baru pergi dekat management system. Okay, ni kelebihan dia. Training dan implementation workload can be distributed sebab dia ikut by module. Lepas tu opportunities to test a new system in operation. Sebab dia by module, all module can be test in different operation. Lepas tu if there are any major issue raised, kalau perlu revert to the use of old system, then we can revert it without affected the operational of organisation. Okay, the disadvantages dia cannot be used if the new system is not able to interface with the old one. So maksudnya dia punya pembangunan, dia punya interface must be similar. Lepas tu dia boleh integrate. High cost incurred in the operation in the operating both system. Lepas tu boleh create a confusion lah sebab basically the module is similar but it's a different system. Possible difficulties of bridging incompatibilities between component of the old and new system. And if the problem cannot be integrated ataupun dia punya compatibility between two system cannot be capai ataupun inline, so probability untuk sistem tu malfunction tinggi. So last but not least adalah pilot implementation. Yang ni biasanya kita guna ataupun banyak company guna. Sebab dia lagi, saya nak cakap friendly pun tak boleh. It depends on the organisation and the staff. Kalau staff tu memang dia punya capability and ability to adapt a new system tu tinggi, then there is no problem in implementation, pilot implementation. So kalau kita tengok kat sini, pilot implementation ni macam you buat pilot study. So let's say you collect data using the questionnaire kan. So the first thing that you need to do after you develop the questionnaire, you must test the questionnaire. So bila you test, you tengok orang jawab tu macam mendata je data dia. So you need to rephrase, you need to conduct the reliability analysis. Then you tengok, oh nampaknya semua orang tak faham soalan you tanya tu. So you need to redo the questionnaire. You need to rephrase ataupun redesign, restructure all the questionnaire. Lepas tu you kena test balik. Sama juga dengan system development. Bila time pilot implementation ni, kita akan contohlah UTM, dia ada satu software, sistem baru, sistem pengurusan maklumat pelajar contohnya. And sebab FABU ada semua profession dekat FABU, then dia kata okay, kita use FABU as the pilot group. So student dekat FABU ni guna sistem tu, dan bila tengok student FABU yang berbilang courses apa semua ni boleh guna that system, then dia terus dah berjaya guna 3 bulan tu pakai sistem tu, tak ada masalah, and there is no bug, no hiccup ataupun apa masalah yang besar tu tak ada. Then dia cakap okay, UTM cakap okay, then we dalam masa seminggu lagi kita implement this system kepada all the student in UTM. Lepas tu barulah dia bagi satu UTM, student UTM ni pakai macam UTM Smart macam tu lah, pakai all the apps tu. So bila pakai ni, okay, so tak ada masalah sebab dia punya bukanlah responden, dia punya pilot group tu adalah represent user yang nak pakai sistem tersebut. Tapi itulah dia punya kelebihan. Kalau kita tengok, kalau pilot test ni gagal, maksudnya yang efeknya hanya pelajar dekat FABU saja, bukan satu UTM. Tapi kalau tak ada apa-apa, then tak ada masalah lah. Dia punya kelemahan dia satu, dia punya approach sama dengan direct cutover, which is strategy number 1. Sebab after pilot study, dia dah tak ada bagi notice, tak ada bagi training dekat orang lain unless dekat pilot group tu saja. So dia akan cut terus sistem. Orang lain yang tak pernah jumpa sistem tu akan face something like sama dengan direct cutover, yang first strategy tadi. So implementation testing ni, lepas dah semua-semua tu, biasanya bila sistem dah diimplement, kita kena buat user acceptance test. Okay, dia sama ada UAT, system integration test, final acceptance test. Dia biasanya ni come up with the questionnaire lah. Dia akan tanya dia punya interface macam mana, friendliness, dia punya functionality, dia punya test of contohlah bila klik satu button berapa saat untuk appear. So that's salah satu contoh soalan of the user acceptance test. So biasanya yang ni untuk sistem besar kita buat, tapi for the purpose of this assignment tak perlulah, kita just buat sampai prototype saja, tak ada implementation, tak ada test. So kita basically you punya assignment sampai system design. Okay, last but not least, step dia adalah review and maintenance. Sebab apa kena review? Sebab all the system tak ada yang complete ataupun tak ada yang perfect. So sometimes dia tengah-tengah pakai ni tiba-tiba bugs ataupun ada hackers. Macam hari tu kan ada hackers yang masuk saja je nak test kita punya sistem. So that's why kena ada review and maintenance, sebab kita kena tengok level of safety ataupun level of operability of the system tu takat mana. Ada yang kena tambah ke, kena update bugs ke. Kalau perasan pun masa you pakai software dekat phone, every 2 weeks you kena update kan, sebab dia punya developer will keep updating some information ataupun update bugs to make sure yang sistem dia tak crash. So that's why this step adalah yang paling paling crucial, sebab bila dah implement, bug maintenance ni sangat crucial, especially untuk organisation yang besar. Mereka kena keep testing the safety of the system, sebab if the system breach, a lot of kerosakan akan berlaku, ataupun dia punya important information from the organisation will be leaked to the public. Okay, so kalau you tengok dekat buku-buku lain, description of life cycle ni ada yang pakai 4 stage ni: definition, construction, implementation, ada yang cakap operation. Operation tu maintenance apa-apa semua tu fall under the operation. So it's depend which type of book yang you refer. Tapi untuk yang our courses, if come up with kalau ada soalan lah keluar pasal LCC ni, so I hope you remember the 6 step tu lah, from the feasibility until maintenance. Okay, that's all for our discussion today untuk topik system development life cycle. So ada soalan ke? Kan online. Saya hari ni kalau doktor, sebenarnya saya nak pergi je tadi, nak pakai mask dalam kelas. Sebab tak jumpa lagi depan-depan. Project documentation pun saya jumpa group saya je. Hopefully saya okay. Lepas semester depan, lepas mid-sem kita jumpa face to face. Ada soalan tak? Clear tak? You must remember the 6 step ataupun life cycle tu, daripada feasibility until maintenance, lepas tu 4 strategy of implementation. So hopefully you can follow 6 step tu, tapi untuk assignment just buat sampai step system design saja, tak perlu buat yang implementation dengan maintenance tu, tak perlu buat. Kalau report sampai step design saja. Okay. Tak ada soalan ni. Ni tak best ni. Semua orang tak nak cakap. Okay, kalau tak ada apa-apa, next week selamat bercuti lah, sebab awak cuti lagi seminggu. Lepas tu datang balik, dah terus week test. So make sure you baca topik 1 tu. Topik 1 tu masuk test. Dekat situlah test semuanya. Soalan test akan berdasarkan dekat situ. So 2 soalan jawab semua, 30 markah. Okay. So next week knowledge management, saya dah upload notes, sebab next week Khamis memang tak boleh buat, UTM dah bagi keluar perkeliling, tak boleh buat kelas. So you just need to watch the lecture note, lecture video, and baca lecture note tu. So next coming meeting kita akan ada dua quiz lah, satu on management of system information dan satu lagi knowledge management. Okay, saya share sekali lagi untuk siapa yang belum scan attendance, sebab saya tengok lagi 10 orang tak ada nama. Yang ada nama dengan saya 2 orang JMC. So basically suppose ada lagi 7 orang scan. 7 betul? Tak? 10. Boleh scan dulu. So terima kasih semua. Selamat pulang ke kampung semua. So we see during the test week. Okay, thank you so much. Assalamualaikum.